إن هذا القرآن يهدي للتي هي أقوم ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا كبيرا.
بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to Quran Made Easy. This is your brother Abu Muhammad. In the last lesson, we learned how to recite Surah Al-Ma'un correctly. Today, inshallah, we're going to learn how to recite Surah Quraish correctly and remove some of the common mistakes that people make. Now, let's open our Quran to Surah Quraish. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Now the surah starts with لإيلاف قريش. The word Quraysh here, the ra in the word Quraysh has a fatha. Next to it there's a ya sukun. Whenever we have a letter that has a fatha next to ya sukun, we mentioned before previously, is that we have to say the fatha properly, clearly. Ra fatha ra, and not in between fatha and kasra, which is very common to hear. Quraysh, Quraysh. We don't want Quraysh, but Qura, Quraysh. So li'ilafi Quray, Quray and not Quray. Then the ayah ends with a sheen. The sheen here, sheen is a letter that has the characteristic of something called tafashi. Tafashi just means spreading of the sound. So when we say the sheen, the sound spreads. Quraysh, and not Quraysh, Quraysh, but Quraysh, li'ilafi Quraysh. Just like when you tell someone to just quiet down, shh, shh, shh. The flowing of the sound should come with a sheen. So li'ilafi Quraysh. Now, the word Quraysh is the last part of the verse. The second last letter is a ya, preceded by a letter that has a fatha. So this is not considered to be mad arib bisukun, because if you were mad arib bisukun, the letter before the ya would have a kasra. But here the ra has a fatha. So this is a different type of mad, which is very similar to arib bisukun. This is called mad al-leen. Mad al-leen. Now mad al-leen just means we have a word, we're stopping that word. The second last letter is either ya sukun, ya. The second last letter is either a ya or a waw, preceded by a letter that has a fatha. Like in this example, the word Quraysh. So this is called mad al-leen, and stretching we can do 2, 4 or 6. So Quraysh, Quraysh, or Quraysh. 2 or 4, 6 is permissible. Now I'm going to read the whole ayah. I want you to listen to me carefully and then repeat after me. لِإِيلَافِ قُرَى را فتح را لِإِيلَافِ قُرَيْشٍ. Again, لِإِيلَافِ قُرَيْشٍ. Now you say the ayah. Good. Let's go to the next ayah. إِيلَافِهِمْ. Then we have the word رِحْلَة. We have ra here with a kasra. Whenever we have the ra with a kasra, do not look at what's before it or after it. It will automatically be light. So رِحْلَة, رِحْلَة, إِيلَافِهِمْ رِحْلَة, and not رِحْلَة. Do not make it heavy, make it light. Then we have the word الشتاء. Now the word الشتاء, if I ask what mad is this, if you tell me mad wajib mutasil, because we have an alif and a hamza in the same word. So straight to 4 or 5 count. الشتاء, الشتاء. Then we finish with the word والصيف. Sad is from the heavy letters, and it's got a shadda. So hold. Was, there's a hissing sound. Was, sad, fatha, sa. After sad, there's a ya sukun, so we have to pronounce the clear sa. Not was-sayf in between fatha and kasra. Sad, fatha, sa. Was-sayf, and not was-sayf, not in between fatha and kasra. So was-sayf. Fa here at the end is a letter that sound flows, that the air flows with it when we're pronouncing this letter. So if you put your hand in front of you and say was-sayf, was-sayf, we'll notice air flows with it. This is how we should pronounce, and not was-sayf. You say was-sayf, was-sayf, you don't feel any air coming out. Was-sayf, what mad is at the end is mad al-leen. Why? Because the second last letter is a ya preceded by a letter that has a fatha. Now I'm going to read the whole ayah. I want you to listen to me carefully and then repeat after me. إِيلَافِهِمْ رِحْلَةَ الشِّتَاءِ وَالصَّيْفِ. Now you say it. Good. Let's go to the next ayah. فَلْيَعْبُدُوا. The lam here has a sukoon. فَلْيَعْبُدُوا. And do not put a kasra on the lam, which is a common mistake. It's common to hear فَلْيَعْبُدُوا. To say فَلْيَعْبُدُوا is to put a kasra on the lam. فَلْيَعْبُدُوا. Ayn here has a sukoon, so let's flow the sound a little bit. فَلْيَعْبُدُوا. We have رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. The word bayt here, ba has a fatha, next to it is a ya sukoon. So we cannot do in between. Bayt, which is very common to hear. We don't want bayt. Ba fatha ba, bayt, and not bayt. In between fatha and kasra, no. You need a clear kasra. فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. Again, mad al-leen at the end. Now I'm going to read the whole ayah. I want you to listen to me carefully and then repeat after me. فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. Let's go to the last ayah now. We have the word الَّذِي أَطْعَمَهُمْ. 2 words. The end of the first word is a ya, which is one of the 3 letters of mad. Next word starts with the hamza. So what type of mad is this? Mad jaiz munfasil. How many counts? 4 or 5 in our mode of recitation. But you can hear others saying 2 because it's permissible to do this in a similar mode of recitation. So الَّذِي. Then we have the word أَطْعَمَهُمْ. Ta here has a sukoon. And ta is one of the 5 letters of qalqala. Qaf, ta, ba, jim and dal. Whenever these qalqala letters have an original sukoon, like this example, or the end of the ayah, we make an echo, bouncing sound. الَّذِي أَطْعَمَهُمْ. Not أطعمهم, but أطعمهم. Now we have the word أطعمهم and min. The word أطعمهم ends with a mim sakina, mim with a sukoon. And the word min starts with a mim. Now, just like the way we found out that with a noon sakina, noon with a sukoon, depending on what letter comes after it, it will affect the pronunciation of the noon sakina. We mentioned this effect is 4 times. Al-Izhar, which means to make it clear. Idgham, which means to merge. Qalb or Iqlab, we haven't touched this yet, which means to change. And Al-Ikhfa, which means to hide. So 4 rules to noon sakina, to noon with a sukoon. Likewise, if mim has a sukoon, then the next letters that come after, they'll affect the sound of the mim. And this effect is 3 times. Noon sakina is 4 times. Mim sakina is 3 times. And they are al-ibhar, to make the mim clear. Al-idgham, to merge the mim. And al-ikhfa, to hide the mim. Now what does this mean? Now we'll do the first 2 in today's lesson. And the last one we'll do in the next lesson, inshallah. Now mim with al-ibhar. What does this mean? If there's a mim sakina, and after that is all the letters in the Arabic alphabet, all the 28 letters, except for 2 letters. So after mim sakina, there are 26 letters. So we're excluding mim and ba. So excluding mim and ba, any other letter comes after mim. If it's a ra, if it's a ghain, if it's fa, what we need to do is to make al-ibhar, to make the mim clear. How to make the mim clear? Just close the 2 lips, close and then open. Like this. For example, so just close and then open. For example, next second ayah in the surah, إِلَافِهِمْ رِحْلَةً. Yeah, we have no mim with a sukoon. Then after that is ra. Ra is not mim or ba, so it's not from the 2 letters. So إِلَافِهِمْ رِحْلَةً. So we can hear the mim clearly. We want to make the mim clear. إِلَافِهِمْ رِحْلَةً. Likewise, صراط الذين أنعمت. After mim there's a ta. أنعمت. غير المغضوب عليهم ولا. After mim there's a waw. So whenever mim sakina meets all the letters except for another mim and a ba, then we have to make the mim very clear by touching the 2 lips and then taking out. This is what ibhar means. Now idgham just means when we have 2 mims. The first one with the sukoon, second one with the sukoon non-vowel, the second one with the vowel, we merge the 2 together. Just like this example. الذي أطعمهم من. So instead of saying أطعمهم من, we merge them together. أطعمهم من. So al-idhar and idgham. Idgham just means to merge. So here, أطعمهم من, we're going to merge the two meanings. الذي أطعمهم. Then we have the word min ju', nun sakin meeting a jim. Jim is one of the 15 letters of ikhfa, so we're going to hide the mim. Min ju', and not min ju', do not touch it. Min ju', don't touch the makhraj of the jim, as close as possible. Min ju'. Then now we have ju'in wa amanahu. Ayn has a kasratan, which is a tanween, hidden nun sakina. The next letter starts with a waw. Waw is from the idgham, 6 letter of idgham with ghunna. So we're going to remove the nun sakina, the hidden nun sakina, merge with the waw with the ghunna. Ju'u with the ghunna. Do not say ju'u. Ju'u is merging without ghunna. We want that ghunna. Ju'u wa amanahum min khawf. Then we have the word wa amanahum, which ends with the mim sakina. Then min, which starts with the mim with a vowel. What do we do when two memes are there? First one is a sukun, second vowel, merge them together. وَآمَنَهُمْ مِنْ, and not وَآمَنَهُمْ مِنْ. وَآمَنَهُمْ مِنْ. وَآمَنَهُمْ مِنْ. Next part, we have the word min and khawf. Nun sakin and meeting a kha. Kha is one of the 6 letters of the throat. So if you touch the throat, say kha, say akh, you notice from the throat. So any letters from the throat, any of the 6 letters come after nun sakina or tanween, we make it clear. Clear just means touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, then let go. Tip of the tongue, roof of the mouth, min khawf, and not min. We don't want that extra ghunna. Just min khawf. The word khawf is mad al-lin, and fa at the end, the air comes out. Min khawf. Now I'm going to say the last ayah. I want you to listen to me carefully and then repeat after me. الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف. Now you say the ayah. Good. If you notice, all the ending of this surah end with mad al-lin at the end. One of the 2 letters, waw or ya, second last letter preceded by a letter that has a fatha. Now what I'm going to do is to recite the whole surah. I want you to listen to me carefully because I'm going to apply all the rules that we learned today. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. لإيلاف قريش إيلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف فليعبدوا رب هذا البيت الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف. Now this is the end of the lesson. If anyone has any questions related to today's lesson, please feel free to ask, and inshallah we will get back to you as soon as we can. Please don't forget to take this short quiz to test yourselves what you've learned in today's lesson. We've also prepared the PDF for all the notes for this lesson. And finally, please do forward and share our videos to all your contacts. Jazakumullah khairan. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.